Hey, what's up, traders? All right, a couple announcements before I get into the watch list video. One, I've already said, but I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to be trading Thursday, Friday, or Monday or Tuesday. So this will be my last watch list video, and I've been making these every day for years. Be my last watch list video until Tuesday. All right, so if you're wondering why they're not showing up, it's because I'm gone. I still don't really call it a vacation. I haven't had a vacation in years, but if you attach the weekend to Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, I am getting a bit of a break, a bigger break than I've had in years. And I think it's just a good time to step away from the screens. Usually when I step away from the screens, I need a break because I'm screwing up all of a sudden, right? That's not the case here. This was today. This was today. And it was a great day, but I owe it all to the camaraderie and the teamwork in chat. And I'm sitting at all-time highs for the year. I had my equity curve for March. I tweeted it if you want to look it up, but I try to post my equity curve pretty often because, you know, somebody today replied to it and said, if you're so good, why do you run a trading room? Why don't you just trade? And my answer to that is the trading room is a huge part of my trading success. Huge part. The teamwork in there is amazing. I would hate to just trade isolated and not have the benefit of Wayne's calls and Jane's calls and Kevin P and you name it. Any number of like 20, 30 other people. You know, you just won't find teamwork like that anywhere. I do want to shove this over for people that were not in chat today. This is a screenshot of a chat room search of AYTU just to show you that Kevin P put it on watch with like forming a cup and handle. I mean, I already had it on a chart, but that was a great post by Kevin P. And I saw that, and you can see what, about 3 minutes later, I said, hey, I like this over $1.60. I typed it in chat. I had to pause the video, so I'm not exactly sure where I left off. But anyway, what I was saying is, you know, everything we try to do is to get long right at those points. And you can see we did a good job here, right? I called it through $1.60. Seller on the tape there. Still, and you kind of have this little lower high. You kind of have, if you picture a trend line, you had this little flag. But the most important part, you had the high of day still above to act as another catalyst for the squeeze. So called it long through $1.60. You can see my post right there. And thanks to Kevin P for putting that on alert. I put intraday CH, which is cup and handle, over $1.60. I'm risking a dime. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And it ended up, by the way, going to almost 3. I just took a screenshot so I could post the chart and show you all what happened there for those that didn't make it. Anyway, my other announcement, I forgot to talk about this, is that the chat room is nearing capacity. And so because of that, I'm going to be pulling the lifetime off, the lifetime option for a lifetime membership to the chat room. I'm going to be pulling that off the website. I want to say in the next couple of days, certainly when I get back from vacation. Absolutely when I get back from vacation. So you know, definitely a week from now, it's going to be gone. And that's not to say it's going to be gone forever, but chat room's nearing capacity, and I don't want a room with 500-600 people in it, okay? We've got a comfortable group. So anyway, and we're going to raise the prices for 6 months and 1 year as well. So just to get everybody alert, that's coming in about a week. And that's simply because I need to slow down. It's almost like the secret's getting out, and I need to slow down the growth of the room. I just don't want the room to be too big. If I didn't care if the room was too big, you'd see me, you know, every time you log into StockTwits, you'd see my face too with an ad, or YouTube with an ad. Does that remind you of anybody? You know, these schmucks where their faces are everywhere, can't trade their way out of a paper bag. I never want to have a massive room with thousands of people. To me, that would ruin trading. So, all right, long story short, that's my 2 announcements. What a reversal today in the SPY. Look at this. I mean, you had that nasty day yesterday, then a gap up. It looked like we were going back to Armageddon, but what a finish for the day. So, you know, the trader in me is like, what are you doing stepping away from the markets right now? Because this is a great time to be trading. Look at the size of these SPY candles. There's been so many good trades. It's been a fantastic year. And really, let's see, where's the beginning? The beginning of the year is right here. When all this happened is when my equity curve started to kind of even curl up a little bit more. And keep in mind, I don't short. We just focus on the right stocks, and I only take longs. But if you focus on the right stocks, there's always something to trade. Okay, anyway, what are we watching? This is my last trading day till next Wednesday and last video. So what are we watching for tomorrow? AYTU, already talked about the great trade we all had in it today. Well off of its highs, but still massive, 182 million shares, unreal. Closing probably in about the middle of its range. Definitely want to watch that one tomorrow. NOVN had the gap up. It looks like it gapped and popped in reverse, but look what actually happened. It gapped, ran a little bit, tanked, then comes all the way up and takes out the highs, and then kind of rolls over. So, you know, I think that one might, if it trades in a narrow range and then breaks the highs, especially if it can flag kind of close to yesterday's high. We've got a break of 97 cents would be a catalyst, and we got that whole number $1 that could be another catalyst. So the chart right now with the 121 million traded today, certainly I want to have that on watch tomorrow. AIM, such a massive move yesterday, AIM. I have to have it on watch, but I don't love it because, I mean, look, it gapped down and pretty much everybody from yesterday's underwater. And this is for people that hold, you know, I don't hold overnight. And interestingly enough, it gapped down, halted, gapped down again out of the halt, and ended up taking out the high of day briefly before rolling over for the rest of the day. I don't know. I don't love this, but again, if we get kind of a clean A+ setup, I'll certainly put some money to work, right? HTBX, kind of a recent high flyer. Few days down now, right into the smack in the middle of that buy zone, so we definitely want to keep our eyes on that one. CODX, I mean, you talk about all these coronavirus plays that have really fallen out of favor. This is another one, but I mean, came all the way down, almost round tripping from the crazy move. I got to have it on bounce watch. Again, a lot of people underwater, so this isn't a bullish chart anymore, but at the same time, you might catch some of the late shorts. Keep in mind, it's like 4 days down in a row after the last bounce. You might catch some of these people chasing it short now off guard and get a nice little mini, I don't know, 20-minute squeeze if we get a proper setup. I don't care. I'm a day trader, right? APT, kind of the same scenario. It's almost round trip, but at the same time, it's straight down for the last 4 days. And that's a coronavirus mask play, so we're going to keep that on watch. I only threw this one on watch just because it's so beaten up. It's Restoration Hardware. They got earnings coming, I think, in a week. And I talked about this in the video last night. Is, you know, you got some decent support from, well, this would have been last August, but I mean, it's been a whole month around that 140 area, and it actually got down and hit that today. I hope it didn't give any kind of a great setup, it looks like, but certainly going to throw that on bounce watch. As you guys know, I would love to see a narrow range and an afternoon breakout. I'd probably take some size if that happened, but anyway, so that's RH. Right Aid, RAD, had this huge move back here, almost round tripped, and then it's showing some strength again. And look at this kind of flag forming here. So let's keep our eyes on that one. KALA, big move yesterday, quiet inside day today, maybe through 850 tomorrow, we'll see. IFMK, had this 2-day pop and a couple days lower, but went out today at its highs. You kind of have a little stat catalyst scenario going there. Let's keep our eyes on that. CAR. Again, not a pretty chart, but I talked about how beaten up these rental car companies are, as the airlines and cruise. You know, you'll see those in a second. But CAR does have kind of a bottoming tail here. I want to put that on long watch. CLR is an oil play. Now, we all know oil's beaten up. This one's interesting because it gapped down yesterday and topped out right around 10. Actually, looks like 10.15 was the high. Then today went out at its highs. Certainly interesting if it can get back through 10 tomorrow. Maybe it squeezes up into that gap. So I want to watch that one. And then lastly, I did throw a cruise line on, which, by the way, I feel foolish having a cruise line on watch with the coronavirus as rampant as it is. You couldn't, if you said, Mike, here's $1,000, go take a cruise. Your ticket's free and here's $1,000. I'd be like, no thanks. You know, you can have the ticket, you can have the $1,000. I would not go. And I think most people probably feel that way. Especially when ships are getting quarantined and you can't get off, and oh my God, I can't even imagine. I get the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. So having said that, there's massive volume and quite the turnaround today, so it will go on watch. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see y'all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night.